There is an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve. There is an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve. There is an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve. There is an infinite amount of cash at the Federal
Reserve. It's echoing back to me. Here we are, ready for the Thomas Hunt Show on this Monday morning. Mixing it up today, we're going with Auden, W.H. Auden, instead of Bukowski. So get ready for rhymes, right? We're going to have some rhymes. Be sure to push that thumbs up button or like button, retweet button, whatever button you got. Push that button. It's free. It's fun. Here we go. W.H. Auden. My favorite Auden poem by a long shot. Here we go. The Unknown Citizen to JS 07M378. This marble monument is erected by the state. He was found by the Bureau of Statistics to be one against whom there was no official complaint, and all the reports on his conduct agree that in the modern sense of an old-fashioned word, he was a saint. For in everything he did he served the greater community. Except for the war, till the day he retired, he worked in a factory, and never got fired, but satisfied his employers, fudged mortars and corp. Yet he wasn't a scab, or odd in his views, for our union reports that he paid his dues. Our report on his union shows it was sound, and our social psychology workers found that he was popular with his mates and liked to drink. The press are convinced that he bought a paper every day, and that his reactions to advertisements were normal in every way. Policies taken out in his name prove he was fully insured, and his health card shows that he was once in the hospital, but left it cured. Both producers' research and high-grade living declare he was fully sensible to the advantages of the installment plan, and had everything necessary to the modern man. A phonograph, a radio, a car, and a Frigidaire. Our researchers into public opinion are content that he held the proper opinions for the time of year. When there was peace, he was for peace. When there was war, he went. He was married and added 5 children to the population, which our eugenist says was the right number for a parent of his generation. And our teachers report that he never interfered with their education. Was he free? Was he happy? The question is absurd. Had anything been wrong, we should certainly have heard. I like that one. It's classic. Let's see. Had some other ones marked. Did a lot of research this morning, getting ready for the show. Mainly reading poetry research. Let's see. Here it is. That is why we despair. That is why we would welcome the nursery bogey or the wine cellar ghost. Why even the violent howling of winter and war has become like a jukebox tune that we dare not stop. We are afraid of pain, but more afraid of silence. For no nightmare of hostile objects could be as terrible as this void. This is the abomination. This is the wrath of God. All right, we got one more from Auden. It's part of a larger piece. A lot of these are much longer than I'm reading here, but just giving you a taste of W.H. Auden building to what I think is just a great line. Here we go. Again, our age is highly educated. There is no lie our children cannot read. And as MacDonald might so well have stated, We're growing up and up and up indeed. Advertisements can teach us all we need, and death is better, as the millions know, than dandruff, night starvation, or BO. We've always had a penchant for field sports, but what do you think has grown up in our towns? A passion for the open air and shorts. The sun is one of our emotive nouns. Go down by Chara to the Sussex Downs. Watch the maneuvers of the weekend hikers, massed on parade with Kodaks or with Leicas. These movements signify our age-long rule of insularity has lost its powers. The cult of salads and the swimming pool comes from a climate sunnier than ours, and lands which never heard of licensed hours. The south of England before very long will look no different from the Contignon. You lived and moved among the best society, and so could introduce your hero to it, without the slightest tremor of anxiety, because he was your hero, and you knew it. He'd know instinctively what's done and do it. He'd find our day more difficult than yours, for industry has mixed the social drawers. We've grown, you see, a lot more democratic, and fortune's ladder is for all to climb. Carnegie on this point was most emphatic. A humble grandfather is not a crime. At least if father made enough in time. Today, thank God, we've got no snobbish feeling against the more efficient modes of stealing. That's the line I like. Today, thank God, we've got no snobbish feeling against the more efficient modes of stealing. So there you go, W.H. Auden. Give us a thumbs up and a share. Apparently the audio is delayed. That might be, we're broadcasting through Restream.io, which also goes to Facebook and Periscope. It's questionable to know whether it's worth it. And of course, we're also running Open Broadcaster, which is totally running down the system. Oh, well, we could try. We could kill the whole thing.